couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy thing. With LeBron on the bench, the Spurs can't run their usual style. Well, they can't run their strategy that they were running for LeBron. So it's just a fair game at that point. There's no weakness to expose anymore.
The role players were going to step up, and they certainly have in the first half.
Parker deflected by Gibson. Good, nice pass ahead. 2-on-1 break. Pavlovich, oh, nice feed.
Nice.
And speaking of the powerhouse offensive Spurs, they didn't crack 50 points in this game until 2 minutes left in the third quarter. What does that do to? Not LeBron James, but guys like Drew Gooden, Verjao, and Big Z. And I get it, they're not household names marquee players, Hall of Fame guys. But this series, this game, the entire playoff run, on defense, they're fantastic. And looking at someone like Tim Duncan...
I mean, to be fair, if they would have won 3 championships in a row, they would be household names, just like Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, B.J. Armstrong, John Paxson, Scottie Pippen. They would be talked about.
3, for Tim Duncan standards, was absolutely abysmal. And for the entire playoff run, looking at the first, second, and third round, Tim Duncan's worst series came versus Cleveland.
Where he could go quick. Duncan
Good
goes
job,
quick
Big
to the
Z.
hole. Can't get it to fall. Not very often. Duncan spinning against Ilgauskas.
Yeah, he's bodying
I tell you what, Drew Gooden is as big a key as anybody as to why the Cavs are in the finals. The way that he played in the playoffs, the Eastern Conference, really was great basketball and set the tone on the defensive end.
Makes his move across the lane.
I
Tough
see
shot
it. Yeah,
defended.
both Z and Gooden, they're putting their chest right into him. Anytime Duncan is trying to post up and actually gain some ground closer to the basket, they're pushing him.
Well, on the shot clock.
Body.
Spinning.
Good job,
Can't get it
Verjao.
to fall. Ginobili lobs it into Duncan. Knocked away by Snow.
Boom, body.
Duncan backing in. Parker shuffled his feet. Inside. Stolen by the Cavs.
Now, for the Spurs in the fourth quarter, the back half of the fourth quarter, they're absolutely abysmal.
I like these guys, man. These are hustle players. Gooden, Verjao, Big Z, like they're hustle, hardworking players. Exactly what you need on a championship team.
The final 6 minutes, only one made field goal. And did the Cavs
Say it again.
Abysmal. The final 6 minutes, only one made field goal. And did the
Sure.
Cavs locking the Spurs down? LeBron late in the game had a chance to win this game and even send it to OT.
5.5 remaining. They're out of timeouts. James on the drive. Fires a 3. Off the mark. Ilgauskas tips it. Ball knocked loose. And that'll do it.
So LeBron right there in game 3 in the fourth quarter, not his best showing. And missing that game tying 3, honestly, not that big
Look at that score. Look at that score.
of a deal. The biggest problem in game 3's LeBron James had shades of 2011 versus Dallas, as it wasn't just turning the ball over missing shots, it was also passive, shaken, and had zero confidence in his outside game.
Pop it.
In game 3,
Why did he do that?
shaken and had zero confidence in his
All right. Hold on.
outside
Bop.
game.
Step back. Wide open. Wide open. Wide open. Pop the shot. Do it. What are you going to do? Instead, you're going to throw it into like a triple team worth of traffic here? What's he supposed to do when he catches the ball? He's not going to score. You're setting him up for failure.
In game
Look at
3,
this. It was a shitty pass, too, man. Sorry. What the hell was that?
that was the storyline.
Even if he caught the ball, he was triple teamed. What's Drew Gooden supposed to do if he catches that ball?
Already with 8 of the 14 San Antonio points as we come up on a minute remaining. Off shot.
Jesus.
Crowd trying to urge on James. Shooter.
Okay, now that was good.
Crowd trying to urge on
Switch?
James.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Pop it, Gooden. That was a good. That's a good pass.
Shooter. Doesn't take many.
See how he just refuses to pop the shot? They're giving it to him. They're intentionally sagging off.
Shoot the jump shot. You work too hard. This is the biggest stage. Don't leave here thinking I should have shot.
That's, yeah, Mark Jackson, you're saying is straight. Take the shot,
Third
LeBron.
quarter. So as soon as he gets the rebound.
I would rather see LeBron James attack in transition versus bounce it out, and then when he comes
No,
off the pick
Jeff, he makes the right play every time, man.
roll. If he's open, shoot it.
No, you're wrong, coach. You're wrong. He makes the right play every time. The right play is for him not to shoot. Look at his stats. He's shooting like 15%, 20%. The right play is actually to not shoot the ball because he doesn't have a shot. He doesn't have a jump shot. It's not in his repertoire. So he's actually doing the correct thing. Don't shoot.
Back and try to get another stop.
This is why
64.
LeBron James always needs more help because he can't shoot.
57. Yes, that's a fourth quarter
He
score.
can't get it done.
James goes to the
What was
basket.
that?
Make him shoot it up over
What
the
was
top.
that? I gotta do this now. This is gonna be a long video.
64,
All right.
57.
You got a shot already. So there's already once. You got a clear shot. Bowen's giving you the shot. Okay?
Yes, that's a
going
fourth
around.
quarter
Okay. Fake pressure from Ori, looks like.
score.
Okay. You got a second shot right there. You could have taken it, but you're already primed to go in. I don't know why you're primed to go in. He's sagging off at you. You can take the shot. He's going to close in, or he's already preparing to get in there. And we got 1, 2. Like they're going to collapse all over you. So you missed. You gave up 2 shooting opportunities already.
James goes to the basket.
Do that.
Make
This
him
is why
shoot it.
Popovich is just smart. It's smart. How bold is it to do? To take the people have been saying that at this time might be the greatest player in the NBA at this time. How ballsy you got to be as a coach to say sag off of him, give him the shot, let him shoot, dare him to shoot every time in the NBA Finals.
Shoot it up over the top.
All right, shot 1, take it. 2,
James
shot wide open, take it. Nope. Yeah, give it back to him. He's the star.
But the way that Bruce Bowen is defending you at the foul
Straight up
line,
Uncut. This is a great breakdown. This is like it's like my blood pressure is like rising while watching this because this frustrates me so much to see a dude pass up so many wide open shots.
at some point you have to shoot that jump shot.
Yeah.
So game 3 right there in Cleveland, extremely winnable. But LeBron James over and over again, passing up open jump shots, really great looks to teammates who weren't even really open. Now, one thing I do want to highlight yet again is the Cavaliers' defense. As the Spurs this game only scored 75 points out of the entire season, 101 games, their lowest of the season.
That's wild.
If you look at the championship Spurs in the mid-2000s, 03 to 07, their lowest scoring games were as follows. Number 1, Game 4 versus the Pistons. Number 2, Game 5 versus the Lakers. And number 3, this Game 3 versus the Cavaliers.
Wow.
That's interesting.
It is.
That's very interesting.
No, that's great defense. Great defense on both sides. It was just, offensively, LeBron didn't show up. But both teams played great defense.
So for Game 4 in Cleveland, spoiler alert, the Cavaliers did not win this game. LeBron yet again did not play well. Through
Damn.
3 quarters, 11 points, 520 shooting.
0 for 4 from the 3. 1 for 4 free throws. See, now there's no excuse for this. I mean, I know that's not going to make the biggest difference, but there's no excuse to shoot 25% from the free throw line. Come on now. There's no defense there. 0 for 4 from the 3 is just comedic. And that's just terrible. And you got 3 turnovers.
3 turnovers with a negative game score.
Like, that's
And despite
abysmal.
LeBron James being so awful, so tragic, the Cavaliers still in this game. They could win the game.
Parker to Bowen. Ginobili for 3. It's good. Manu Ginobili. And he has 19.
Good pick.
James.
Dude, look at all the space Vernon created with that pick.
And he has 19.
Look at that. That was a hell of a pick, Vernon.
James.
Come on, man.
Duncan inside. Alberto. Foul. Count it and 1. Execution down the stretch has been a big problem for the Cavs in the finals. Duncan takes it away from James. Alberto gets inside, banks it in.
In the plays on both ends of the floor.
James a 3. Puts it in.
Now
Ginobili.
imagine. Hold up. See, there's nothing different about this shot than any of the other ones that I was pointing out. He's just as open, right? It's just that it went in. Now imagine if he was making that shot the entire time. They'd have to play right up on him. They'd have to play honest on him, and that would change the entire series if that happened.
James a three, puts it in. Ginobili for three, short.
Oh,
James
no.
lost it. Looking to go up the floor before he had control of the ball. Ginobili gets to the rim, banks it in. Manu Ginobili makes it.
You think about how many weapons the Spurs have.
James misses the three. Ginobili the rebound.
Sorry about that. I backed it up.
Banks it in. Manu Ginobili makes it.
You think about how many weapons the Spurs have.
Yes, it's the same look.
Misses the three. Ginobili the
look.
rebound and dribbles it out.
Just can't make him.
So LeBron right
And
there.
that's the thing, guys. Don't pretend like he couldn't win because the defense was too good from San Antonio. Their defensive strategy was to give him wide open shots the entire series. So don't buy into that narrative. Oh man, San Antonio's defense is too good. Literally, they gave him wide open shots. That was all the strategy was.
Fourth play game, an absolute dud, and a terrible showing. For his first finals, it was abysmal.
Yeah.
And look at game 4. LeBron's game score ranked 3rd on his own team, and for the entire game, ranked 6th. Like I said earlier, when a player loses a series, it's not just they lost the series, it's how bad they played or how good they played. That's the added context that makes all the difference. And still looking at LeBron James, again, this dude's jump shot was completely broken.
Yep.
This series versus the Spurs,
18% in jumpers.
0.8%. 8 to 16 feet,
Jesus.
11%, 16 to 24 feet, 15%, and from the mid-range, an abysmal 14.8%.
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. It's incredible.
Shooting.
Just past the midway point of the first. James. And no Larry Hughes for the second straight game.
Back rim.
Another struggle offensively. James.
Ooh, front rim.
Way off the mark.
But the way that he is being defended, they are daring him to shoot jump shots.
Yeah, there it is.
James, tough shot.
That was
For the
actually
game tonight.
decently
Just need to win
contested.
tonight,
Wide
and
open.
we'll try again Sunday. James
Wide open.
can't get it to fall. He's now 4 for 15 from the field.
Shoot it again.
His perimeter shot has just not fallen.
No, don't go into
finals.
traffic.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
For LeBron James playing with so-called bums, in 2 out of the 4 games, those bums had a higher overall game score than LeBron
Wow.
James. That right there is pretty shocking. But looking at this stat, it's even
And
more
once again,
appalling.
you can't say like, oh, well, they were doubling LeBron, so they had wide open shots. No, they weren't even committing a whole person to LeBron. They were sagging off once again. So you can't say that. They just played better with the same kind of. Actually, they had harsher defense put on them, his teammates, because they were actually playing his teammates honest.
In Michael Jordan's pre-championship career, 85 to 90, only 6 teammates ever had a higher game score and still game in the postseason. 85 there was 0, 86 there was 1, 87 0, 88 1, 89 4, 1990 also 0. LeBron in this series alone, game 1 and game 2, equaled that mark for Jordan for an entire 6-year stretch. And here's some more added context. Michael Jordan before the championships, when he lost those series, how he played was up to standard versus great defensive teams. 85 versus the Bucks, they were a top 2 defense. Jordan that series, 29 points per game, 44% shooting.
And that's as you've shown in your series, which I highly recommend to people. The truth about Michael Jordan's career, as you've shown, he had to do that with double, triple teams the majority of the time, and he still shot pretty good. Like a lot of games, he was shooting above 50%, and he was doing it with that much defensive intensity surrounding him.
Versus Boston, the best defensive team in the league, 44
look at
points
that,
per game,
50.5.
50% shooting. The next year versus Boston, also highly impressive, 37 points per game, 41% shooting. Versus the Bad Boy Pistons for 3 straight years, a top 2, top 3 defensive team, some would say best defensive team, Jordan at worst averaged 27. Again, if you want to knock Jordan for losing, go ahead and do that. Here's the one thing I want to
show me the series where he was averaging 12% or 15%. It didn't happen. I'm sitting here critiquing his 45% or whatever because that's not up to his normal standard. But that's ridiculous when we're comparing it to this. Like, there's no comparison at all.
do. Be consistent with LeBron James and Michael Jordan. If you're going to knock Jordan for losing, also knock LeBron for losing. In this case, do it more so, as LeBron's over level of play was far inferior to Michael Jordan.
0 for 7. I'm sorry to keep pausing. Like, you're really putting good footage out here, man. Like, I can't not pause. 3 points, 0 for 7. 3 for 3 from free throws. So he's only scoring points from the free throw line. This is almost halftime, you guys. This is halftime basically, and he still hasn't made one shot.
Even when he
in
lost.
The finals.
He ain't lying.
And look at LeBron's game score for this series, a staggering 10.6. For superstar standards, all-NBA standards, heck, even all-star standards, that's a terrible series. And here's a double standard. LeBron playing that bad and losing for LeBron James sycophants is never held against him. Michael Jordan, he loses and plays well, that is always held against him. Look at Michael Jordan's series losses versus the Bucks, Celtics, as well as Pistons. This guy's game score every series is double LeBron James versus the Spurs. Like I said earlier, and I'll say over and over again, it's not just you lose a series, it's how bad or how good you played. For MJ, when he lost, he still played great. When LeBron lost, he played abysmally bad.
That's what gets me through like the 93 finals, you guys, is the Suns team played their hearts out. They did everything they could. They just got outmatched. They got outmatched by, God's gift to basketball, Michael Jordan, unfortunately. But yes, it's different when you have a player, like your star player, chokes. When you experience that, like, you don't forget it. Like, Cleveland fans, you got to remember this. Like, I'm sure you all watched this live, and you were frustrated as all hell with LeBron. Like, it's like he tanked the team.
As looking at his overall numbers, 22 points per game, 5.8 turnovers, 35% shooting, 20% from 3, and from the line, under 70%.
I love this guy, man. That's what I'm talking about. Antonio with great ball distribution. Already with 12.
Could have gone to somebody else. And then, after having the chance to
that's getting it done, and this team has a bright future.
You guys notice he has the most aggressive sounding brick ever? Like, it's beefy. Listen to that. Let's hear it one more time.
That's getting it done, and this team has a bright future.
Like, there's just like a thickness to his bricks, man. That's a thick brick.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
That right there is terrible. On the biggest stage, inexcusable. But here's an added detail. If you look at Michael Jordan's absolute worst scoring series and shooting series, those series don't higher LeBron James in the 07 finals.
27, yeah.
That's how bad he was. And
Field goal 41. Pre-title? Okay.
He was to any version of Michael Jordan. And again, I don't care how old you are, how young you were, how many years you played. If you play that bad, as a black mark on your resume, you can never erase. And look at something like turnovers. LeBron this series at 5.8. In games 1 through 4, had at least 5 every single game. In Michael Jordan's career,
I'll tell you what, Uncut. If this was the only time this ever happened, and like, say, in other words, because he's been there, 10 times? So say he was 9 of 10. You know what I mean? 9-1 in the finals. And this is the only time he ever choked like this. Dude, we would totally look past this. We'd be like, yeah, he was young. He figured it out. But that's the thing. This was just the first of many. This happened over and over and over again. And it's still happening to this day. Like, he just happened to sneak in 4 championships during that time. But he'd been there 10 times. So, yeah, man. But I would have totally looked past it if he ended up being, if he got over this, he got a jumper down and he stopped choking, went into playoffs and into finals. Like, totally. I'd just be like, yeah, whatever. His first finals, he wasn't ready yet. He came back stronger. It would be a great story, in fact. Instead, it's just a sad story. It's just like, it's like Groundhog's Day.
they have 4 straight games of 5+ turnovers. His longest streak was only 3. And look at that average, 5.8, the second worst in finals history.
Here comes
When
James.
was that Magic one? 83. Okay.
Hooked away from behind by Ori.
On the guy I am defending.
Bad pass stolen by
Good job,
Ginobili
Manu.
to them in the Utah series. In both
Oh,
the
what
first
was
two
that?
games.
You didn't look, dude.
Pass stolen
Hold
by
on.
Ginobili to them in the Utah series.
I mean, I don't know, man. The guy's about to get trapped. You could have skipped past. Nah, that's not going to happen. This is just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd probably go right here. No one's looking.
In both the first 2 games, big leads.
He said, I'm more concerned about my turnovers. He has 12 turnovers. He said, if they're going to trust me to touch the ball almost the entire game, I can't turn it over.
Yeah, you work on that.
Said better regular season records. Ginobili picks up the loose.
To play the same exact way, unselfish.
He's still turning the ball over like crazy in 2025.
Pass, bad one.
When you take all this into account,
Oops.
the turnovers, the poor jump shooting, the bad fourth quarter play, combine it all into one, it's a terrible,
Yeah,
terrible
that's a
series.
weak pass, man.
Play,
You're not Magic
Combine
Johnson.
it all into one.
Like, if he two-hand jump past this, he'd have a better angle. But he just did a lazy, one-handed pass here in traffic. Like, sometimes I don't understand what he's thinking.
It's a terrible, terrible series you simply can't overlook, regardless of age or roster construction. And here's my last, final point. When it comes to great NBA Finals runs, great playoff runs, great carry job, this run for LeBron James is vastly overrated. As looking at someone like Jordan, 1989, a better overall run, top to bottom. Jordan, that playoff run, 35-7-8 with 2 steals, 51% shooting. LeBron, this run, 25-8-8, 2 steals on 42% shooting. And you might say LeBron James, well, he made the NBA Finals. And that's a valid point. Michael Jordan did it. But here's the thing. MJ versus the eventual champions played much better and got 2 games off them. And those champions were the bad boy Pistons, who won 60+ games.
The argument that, well, LeBron made the championship, it doesn't work. I mean, he made it to the finals, right? Then why did he leave? To the point, you got Jordan doing way more of a carry job at the same point of their career, okay? If anyone should be frustrated, it's this guy. But instead, this guy gets all the way to the finals, can't do it, and then he leaves. While this guy's just slowly being patient, chipping away, getting better, and then he ends up with 6 rings. Like, that doesn't work for me. Well, cool, he made the finals. Yes, pat on the back. Then why'd you run away, bro?
Compared to the 07 Spurs, very, very comparable. And Jordan, that series, actually played fairly well. Compared to LeBron James versus the Spurs, was an absolute no-show and a net negative. What this run boils down to the Eastern Conference being so bad. As look at the East versus West, it's not even comparable. The Cavaliers in the West wouldn't be a top 5 seed. And look at that top. The Mavericks, Spurs, and Suns. In 07, those teams were the only championship contenders, and they're all in one conference, which was not the East. And look at the best players in the league, the All-NBA players. First team, Kobe, Duncan, Nash, Dirk, and Amari. That right there, all players from the West. Look at second team, Yao Ming, T-Mac, Bosh, Arenas, and LeBron James. Third team, Dwight, D-Wade, KG, Chauncey, and Melo. Out of the 15 All-NBA players, 9 of them came from the West. Now the East,
Yeah,
there's
look
6
like they
players.
just packed the third team with the East players.
2 of them were future LeBron teammates. So that
Wait,
right
say that
there,
again?
out of the 15 All-NBA players, 9 of them came from the West. Now the East, those 6 players, 2 of them were future LeBron teammates. So that right there is the end of the video. And like I said over and over again, when it comes to the 07 Finals, LeBron James was completely abysmal. If you ask me, he was so bad, so atrocious, he gets absolutely no pass. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Damn, man. I don't know how much this runtime has gone, so I'll keep this this outro quick. I'm just gonna say Uncut. This is brilliant. Brilliant video. Great video, man. I hope you do every year now. I know you got your hands full with the Jordan series, but I hope you do this as well. You know, do 08, then 09, then do 2010, and let's go through it, because this was a great breakdown, and honestly, I loved reacting to it, even though, you know, it's frustrating to watch this as a basketball fan, to see somebody with that much talent just mentally crumble. You know, it is very frustrating. Like I said, you guys, I used to be a LeBron James fan, like in the very beginning of his career. Like during this time, 2007, I was a LeBron James fan. I was waiting for him to get over the hump and figure it out. But then he never figured it out, and then he ran to Miami in 2010, and then I was like, that's it, screw this guy. I'm done with him, you know? Like he's taking the helicopter to the top of the mountain. He's not interested in building anything. But up until 2010, dude, I was still waiting for him to get over the hump, because he came in as a high schooler, so I gave him that 2-year grace period. And I figured, like, okay, let's pretend like your career starts in 05. So by this point, it was like, okay, second, third year, no big deal, you know? By 2010, I'm like, now it's about time to start winning. You know, now is the time to figure it out. The team is coming back stronger every year. And the front office kept trying different things, getting him new players whenever it wouldn't work, you know? And he just couldn't get it done, man. So that's where the LeBron James needs more help thing. It's actually true. The LeBron fans are correct. He does need more help. He can't get it done. He needs a lot more help. Like, get him Luka Doncic. It's not enough. You know, get him D Wade and Chris Bosh and Ray Allen. It's not enough, you guys. He needs more. So get this guy more help, because this guy can't get it done. Anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly is to be water, my friends. Peace out, everybody.